A couple donations. We have $50 from Tony8. The amount of skill and effort that goes into these runs is always impressive. Keep up the good work. That's right. $20 from Rem Ghost. Lost my mom to cancer about a half a year ago. It's wonderful to see this event doing so well. Shout out to the people running the stream, doing all the behind the scenes work. Watched you resize the video stream between games, and it reminded me of how important you all are. Thank you very much. Just to mention another one of our sponsors is Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach transforms your gaming world with a selection of cutting-edge technologies, creating a product that completes your high-definition gaming experience. Puts you a step up on the standard headset competition. Check them out at turtlebeach.com. Another one of our sponsors is Something Artistic. SomethingArtistic.net offers decals, stickers made to decorate your consoles, walls, computers, and more. $2 from every decal sold this week is being donated directly to PCF, or the Prevent Cancer Foundation. You can find all their decals, including some designed directly for AGDQ, over at decal.ly. Let them know. Yeah, I can do that. It's important to know that PCF, or the Prevent Cancer Foundation, is the charity that we are raising money for. The Prevent Cancer Foundation is the only nonprofit in the United States that solely focuses on cancer prevention and early detection. Each year, more than 1.6 million Americans are alone diagnosed with the disease, and more than 500,000 die from it. However, research shows that up to 60% of causes and more than 50% of deaths are preventable with what we know now. The Prevent Cancer Foundation focuses their efforts on research, education, outreach, and advocacy, with over $138 million invested over 29 years. Another one of our great sponsors is World9 Gaming. Since 2005, World9 Gaming has been the premier computer and console gaming provider for events across the Midwest, with dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and an expansion collection of games and consoles. They guarantee the best gaming experience for the lowest cost at all events, large and small. Check them out at world9gaming.com. One of our biggest sponsors, as always, is Humble Bundle. You go to check out the Humble Bundle this week at humblebundle.com. You can see the XSplit or the AGDQ bundle. You can pay whatever you want for up to 9 games, with different levels giving you more and more rewards. Like for example, a Twitch Turbo subscription to XSplit Premium, exclusive merchandise, and all of the profits from that go to Humble Bundle, or from Humble Bundle go to Prevent Cancer Foundation. $75 from Jonas8. I always try and catch as much as possible of AGDQ. Thank you for a great event, for a great cause. Best regards from Sweden. $100 from Muke. Good morning, guys. I'm really happy to see Blood Thunder participating in this great event. So here's my contribution. Greetings from Germany. Battle Block Theater. $50 from... we have a $50 donation. Battle Block Theater, Transistor, and Fire Emblem, this GDQ, and I'm missing it all 3. I swear I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Oh, don't do that. You wouldn't be able to donate. $20. Greetings from Finland. Thanks to the organizers and runners for this great event. Here's a little something for a great cause. And just as a reminder, coming up very shortly is Broforce, brought to you by our very own Blood Thunder. If you're looking for even more excuses to donate, the Marathon Grand Prize is actually a pinball machine. Pinball Joe has donated a Swords of Fury pinball machine as a grand prize for AGDQ 2015. This is a chance to own your very own pinball machine at home and help an awesome charity. Because this is a very special prize, a minimum bid is $50 with up to 4 bids for $200. Pinball Joe has also provided pinball machines at the AGDQ venue for people to play throughout the marathon. You can watch AGDQ attendees speedrunning pinball for the new records at pinballdonequick.com. And if you're not sure what to donate towards, there's always some incentives. For example, if you want to see the Break the Camera incentive in Wiz, we're about $300 short of that. And if you want to see a cool game of Kung Foot played by the Rayman Legends runners, Kane, Apache, Spike Vegeta, and Spare 747, and Fearful Ferret, play for a little bit at the end of the game, you're about 2,500 short. So if you really want to see that, you gotta put your money where your mouth is, so to speak.
I think I'm good to go.
Am I good to go?
I'm Bro Thunder.
I'm Provo SK.
I'm Brobbles Del Fuego. I'm Laser Long.
I'm a cute link.
All right, I guess, are we good?
That's everybody.
Yep. It's actually going to have a countdown for you if you just watch the screen, so if you want to go on that. Just... So yeah, this is Broforce. We get to play as action heroes from the 80s and 90s. So you'll see a variety of 26 different ones, and it's random every time, so yeah. If you can keep track, feel free to guess them in chat. See if you get all 26. The first few levels we're going to move through pretty quickly. A lot of the challenge comes from the bosses, not really these levels. You'll see. If you don't know what Broforce is, it is Freedom Simulator 2014. It's pretty swag. And death is instant, so you get hit once and you're dead, so.
Liberty does not allow for mistakes.
I'm sorry, we couldn't get President Obama on Skype.
You've been instructed to move over.
Move. Railcoon's playing charades.
Alright, we did it.
So luckily if one path doesn't seem to work, you can always take a different one. There's a variety of different ways to complete the level.
Seriously, just told you to get off the camera.
So not only is there 26 different bros, each one has their own special ability. Some of them are good, some of them are average, none of them are really bad, so the RNG in this game is either good or it's awesome. We'll see how it is once we get to the first boss. Other than that, it's just killing things and freeing countries.
What does RNG stand for?
That's a good question. It's an excuse we like to make up in the speedrunning world for when we're really bad at video games. So these dogs are actually put in the game by the developers to stop you from going fast. So shout-outs to the devs.
Oh.
Rats.
Those dogs every time.
What happened?
Should I stop?
We're not live? Are we not live?
We're back.
Are we back?
All right.
Keep liberating.
All right.
We're good. America doesn't stop.
You'll notice a lot of times I try to avoid ladders because it's actually faster just to jump up things than it is to climb them. So if I can do that, I'll try to avoid it. There's a very nice feature in this level if it will work. There's a very tricky jump here, so.
Nice, you got it. Yeah, that's off the jump.
There we go.
Nice.
So jumping around that ladder actually cuts a cutscene out of the game, so that's pretty cool.
Speaking of things that are American, we have a $50 donation that simply states, "America hates cancer."
Indeed it does.
What doesn't hate cancer?
The Zodiac sign?
You may notice also that some of the enemies kind of are aware of your presence before they're even on screen, and that's just a random factor, so I may die a few times. In fact, I already have due to that, which is something I can't control. That was my own fault. I mean, it was RNG.
That was illegal. It was RNG.
$100 donation from Dodoid. Let's smack cancer in the face by breaking some games and taking some names. Loving the run so far.
You missed. You took the 28.
There's also another pretty cool trick with propane tanks. Luckily, this has not been patched yet. There we go.
Oh. cool.
And I say patched yet because every time we find something cool in this game, it's promptly taken out in the next patch. We actually had an out of bounds, which doesn't really make sense for a 2D game, but we had one, and it's no longer there. Which is pretty sad.
Mr. T.
So I'm going to go through the trouble of saving a few bros here so I can, wow, this is really bad luck. Take on the boss easier, but I keep getting ones that are actually the worst possible. So we'll try to make do. Sweet! There we go. So fast the stream never saw it.
We're live.
Okay.
Everybody put your clothes back on.
It's a terrorist. They're trying to stop the stream. Are we being DDoSed by North Korea?
Yeah, Sony wouldn't let this stream. So
Game might just be too American for
yeah,
any server to handle.
overflowing Washington, D.C. They were already at the breaking point.
So these two bros here, which no one seems to ever know who they are, they're actually the Boondock Bros, and for the longest time I thought they were the worst bros in the game. But it turns out they're actually the best, so. Shows what I know about this game.
It's Machete.
Brochetti.
Brochetti.
$20 donation from Kraft. Let's do this.
Really sad that Mike Broyama couldn't be here to make it.
We always have Bro Scout.
We do have Bro Scout.
Thanks, Bro Scouts.
So there's kind of an interesting thing about this stage. Once this level was put in the game, there was a boss coming up here, which is why there's a cutscene. This is not actually the boss. They took him out because it lagged too many people's computers. So I just replaced him with one of the typical enemies.
$50 donation from Kokto. Go, 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 speedrunner. Swiss speedrunners support you.
So this is probably the hardest area in the game, and rightfully so, because it's a mess. But we have slow down ability. So we're just going to run through everything. Speedrun style.
That doesn't slow you down at all, does it?
No, it just slows everything else in the game down. I will pick up another bro just to be safe. So anytime you pick up another extra life, in case you die, like that, you actually get another bro, so it's another random chance of 26.
Rip Rambro.
$10 donation from Brutal Knuckles. This is my first time I've been able to watch AGDQ. My sister-in-law was diagnosed with skin cancer. However, they caught it early, so no massive harm was done. Super scary times. But hopefully more people will never have to experience that. $20 donation.
There we go.
I've been enjoying AGDQ since 2013, and I thought it was my time to donate. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep up the good work. Hype!
Hype.
Hype.
The hype.
Hype.
Bro hype.
Hype indeed.
Didn't get a boost off that one.
You're going so fast right now. You're like Cosbro right.
The inventor of speed broing.
Oh,
Yeah. Speed Bros Live.
Wait, so he said Speedrun's live, and it was repeated over there, and then over there at the tech test too.
Speed Bros Live.
Sure.
Be Deborah's archive. That sounds so retarded. You don't need that time. Oh. You Way to need that thing.
Yeah, once we get past this, it goes back to being relatively easy. But these two stages are very infamous to destroying runs, let alone the RNG later on certain bosses.
Sweet hops. Cut the 15.
Normally I would get that extra bro there for this boss, but this character's really good at dealing damage, so. There we go.
Overkill for America.
Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. But so
So confused.
this is Neo, and he's got to be another one of my personal favorites because he just destroys everything.
This is what happened if he took the blue pill.
So unfortunately, it's actually bad to get Neo here because it means I won't get him for the next boss, and you need Neo for the next boss to have a good run. So will be an adequate run. Because there's actually a quick kill here that saves about a minute with basically Neo only. You can sort of get it with other characters, but it's not as effective. Because this boss does not die through damage. You have to knock him out of the world. And with Neo, you can just make a pit in the ground.
We have a $7 donation from Nick T10. Hey AGDQ, here's a question for you. Which is more American, helicopters or tanks?
Tanks.
Tanks, definitely.
A helicopter tank.
Tankocopter?
Tankocopter, bro. That shoots helicopters?
On a battleship.
Yeah. Driven by Liam Neeson.
Don't take his daughter.
You just wrote the plot for Taken 6.
I think Nick Cage would take that role.
So I'm just going to slowly push this boss to the right.
This is only get half the movie plot.
Push.
Get him!
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll jump off after him.
Godspeed, Broforce.
What bros do you think are missing from the game?
What?
If you could add a bro to this game, what do you think you could add?
Because there's a drinking game with the developers, if anyone mentions Bro Lee, which would be Bruce Lee, so anytime that's mentioned, they have to take a drink, so that's who I'd choose. You can
Obama.
tweet it at Free Lives.
Seth Rogen.
Alright, so we're going to try another little tricky jump here, which is... there we go.
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
I say they're tricky because you're not actually supposed to be able to jump that high, but...
I think that's a frame perfect jump. Unlike this is a very specific pixel. Yeah. Don't die.
there we go.
See? did. I helped. I said not to.
So this used to be the final boss of the game before new levels were added. He's kind of challenging, but if you know how to stop him from doing anything, he's pretty easy. So I'm actually going to be a little careful because I don't really trust Rambo enough to do this alone. I'm going to get someone else. But Bronan's actually worse than Rambo, so we have to go get someone else. There we go.
It's Chuck.
$5 from Plebber. Godspeed, Bro Thunder. This goes towards the runner's choice. We can get after the game.
Is there a spreading freedom option?
That's just inherent. No, I think it's actually save the animals. I don't know if you said that right. $50 from Unknown Weirdo. On a scale of 4 to 8, how American do you feel right now for fighting for your country with some of the most muscular men/women fighting cancer at the same time? American out of 4 to 8. I like it. $10 donation. Stay awesome, you awesome people.
Thank you.
It really helps my confidence when you say those things.
Everybody should follow Blood Thunder if you like Blood Thunder.
So this is actually where the out of bounds was in the game. We could just fall all the way down to the bottom, but yeah, that's out of the game, so unfortunately I can't show it off. We just have to go down the slow way. So hope you guys have plenty of time.
Not sure going out of bounds is American anyway. Or
America knows no bounds.
So I actually completed the level, but the helicopter still blew up. So there's an interesting thing about this boss. It might look like an auto-scroller, but you can actually complete the level if you know how to do the area blind. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do it blind. I don't think anyone's actually ever accomplished it, so maybe one day when I finish the segmented run, I'll have that. For now, we're just gonna slowly go up.
I love America.
What is your favorite thing about America?
The Americans.
Pretty good answers.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Like Bob Dylan.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
$5 donation from Shamash. Those SDA PCF hats are so swaggy. I want one. I think that's another way of saying American, but I'll just infer there.
There used to be an easier way to get a quick kill off this boss if you knocked a propane tank when you're climbing up vertically, but that's now pretty much out of the game as well. So, shoutouts to the devs once again. Pretty cool guys. So the boss in this area is he's actually a real pain. And I actually had a donation center for the hard mode of this game, but I had to take it out due to this boss. He literally takes like 10 minutes to kill on hard mode.
I wonder who did the voice acting. Probably some non-American. They sound weak.
Sound weak.
$5 donation. It's a great thing what you guys are doing. Keep it up.
And she's gone.
You got this, Blade.
That's what happens when you go too fast.
No such thing.
We're fast. Nice anti-air.
So while I really like Neo, I don't want to go into this boss with only one life, so I'm going to get someone else first. And I'll probably pick up a few more as well.
So this is any percent, but what's the actual definition of the category?
This is actually like a any percent new game plus all levels. It's a very strange, but running any percent of this game would be really boring, as you have to unlock all the bros individually, and that takes a really long time. You can't even do it in one playthrough, so you'd always have like the first couple and then nothing else. I'm trying to stay on the ladders because he can't crush you when you're on the ladders, but he can crush you pretty much anywhere else. Even if you're like in his hitbox, he'll crush you as he jumps. It's very annoying.
The jukes.
So yeah, there's crushing in the hitbox. Now I have one life, so I have to be really careful. Otherwise, I have to start the fight over, which is something I don't want to have to do. So as I mentioned before, the RNG is either good or it's bad, and that just depends on who you get for the bosses. I'm not really getting anyone that's great, so I'm to make do. You want someone that can either stun or evade really, really well.
I'm being told we have a donation for Lynx's Choice, though I might have to get that sooner or later.
So this is actually someone who can stun, so should be able to finish the fight, hopefully.
Get him, Willie.
There we go. And it's kind of weird how he's not the final boss of the game, because the actual final boss is the exact opposite. And you'll see what I mean when we get there.
It's Martin Lawrence.
It's Jaden Smith.
It's Jaden Smith. You'll never see it coming.
You may notice that these later levels are a little bit more advanced than the ones I was playing earlier, and that's because in between the making of the different level sets, they released the Expendables, which is a free-to-play version of this game for the Expendables 3 movie that came out. So if you want to try this out, get it on Steam. And a lot of these levels were like designed and developed in that style, and then ported over. There we go. I didn't really care for him, so.
RNG manipulation.
There we go.
That sets him up for this trick right here. There, cutscenes go.
So this is the final boss. He's done.
Woo! Skips an hour-long cutscene.
Yep. Time. What was it? Nice.
Underestimate, nice.
So if you still want to have fun in the game, you can just chase around these seagulls, and you eventually catch up to them, which is fun for all 5 minutes, and then
Your seagulls
they're all
from
dead.
Canada.
But yeah, that's Broforce. Hope you guys like America.
USA, USA, USA.
That was pretty strong.
Yep.
I'll go with a good two-person chant.
All right, so that was Broforce by Blood Thunder. Probably the most American thing you're going to see all marathon. I at least hope it is. So anyway, coming up next after this is Metal Slug Advance by Gyre. Also on the PC, doing our PC block. But while we're setting up for that, we're going to take a quick commercial break shortly, so stay where you are, and we'll be with you shortly.